This is Skyfire News, the best UFO show on the internet. Skyfire News is on the internet. Skyfire News. Skyfire News. Skyfire News. Yes, sir. Skyfire News, the best UFO show on the internet. Skyfire News is on the internet. Come look for no TV, ma. Skyfire News.
This is Skyfire News, the best UFO show on the internet. Skyfire News is on the internet. Don't look for it on TV, mom. Skyfire News. Now.
Sure.
On January 4th, 1987, at the historic Final Call building in Chicago, Illinois, Louis Farrakhan delivered a shocking speech to his followers about a UFO that had been in contact with the Nation of Islam since the 1930s.
Elijah Muhammad only went to the 4th grade of school, but he taught us what no college professor could teach us. And it was Elijah Muhammad 55 years ago who started teaching us about a plane in the sky that was made like a wheel. He said his teacher, a man, Master Farad Muhammad, pointed out to him a dreadful looking plane in the sky, a half a mile by a half a mile, built like the universe itself. It's circular and it holds within it 1,500 little wheel-like planes. Since 1930, they have known that this plane exists. But why won't they tell the American people? It is because the white man does not want to admit that there is a technology in the world and a power in the world that makes his power look like that jumbo jet in comparison to that huge plane.
Go ahead.
He don't want to admit that he don't have what it takes to deal with that, what they call walnut-shaped object in the sky. Elijah Muhammad said to us that Ezekiel envisioned this. In the year 595 BC, and it's recorded right there in your Bible. Ezekiel looked up, it was a vision, and he saw a wheel in the middle of the air. It looked like a chariot of fire, a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. This is what Ezekiel saw, and he said in the wheel there was eyes in the wheel. I went to Libya and told Gaddafi what America was planning against him before it ever happened, because it was shown to me. And I told him I got it from a wheel-like object. They don't want to tell you, but when the bombing started the first time, they looked up above and there was a bright shining object over the Mediterranean that interfered with the communications on that highly sophisticated aircraft carrier. They had to send it back to Florida for repairs. They're not telling you this. Read it and weep, you demons, your end is in sight. For Elijah Muhammad told us what that plane was to do and what death and destruction as well as life was carried on that plane. What you gonna do when it shows up over Washington? You can't shoot it out of the sky. You ain't got nothing. I understand why you want a Star Wars initiative. I know why you want to build a space station. You think that you will be able to get up there and do a little damage, you fool. You are just like the damn fools that fought against God in the past and thought they could win, but God never loses. And he didn't come here today to lose. That's why today he don't think 2 cents of you. He won't even whip you himself.
And by all, did you know that Donald Trump's Uncle John was the scientist the government sent into Tesla's room after Tesla died to look for his paperwork on the death ray? So John G. Trump is Donald Trump's first uncle, and by all accounts, he was a certified genius, an American electrical engineer, a physicist, and an inventor. He was a professor at MIT, he was a recipient of several awards, and he was a member of the National Academy of Engineering. So when Tesla died, the government was very concerned that Tesla's papers could get out. It was rumored that Tesla was working on several different weapons projects when he died. Now, some of these rumors were started by Tesla himself. He openly talked about a death ray to several investors and other types of weapons. We may never know everything that Tesla was working on, but the man who did is the uncle of an American president.
Asking me how tall my wife is.
It's my birthday, friends all around. I should feel lucky, but I looked at my phone and seen that Gary Nolan blocked me. What the hell? How does he even know about me? The cake comes out, everyone is smiling. I know I should be happy too, but I'm dying, I'm fucking dying. 'Cause Gary Nolan blocked me. The world is crumbling all around me. I wanted Gary to tell me why he shared Chris Bledsoe's brain scans on TV. It's my birthday, friends all around. I should feel lucky, but I looked at my phone and seen that Gary Nolan blocked me. What the hell? How does he even know about me? The cake.
This is Sky Fire News, the best UFO show on the internet. Skyfire News is on the internet. Skyfire News. Skyfire News. UFO show on the internet. Skyfire News is on the internet. Come look for no TV, Skyfire News.
No man named UFO Shane. He has 58 laptops. I'm not joking. He has 62 laptops. He knows more than you about everything. He's got more to do. He's UFO Shane. He's got the plan. His IQ alcohol percentage insane. He has 83 laptops. I'm not joking, he has 96 laptops. So many laptops. My man, Shane has 48, 9 fucking portable computers in his domicile. What the that? Stop standing, UFO Shane. He's running out of space. I know, man, if I could turn your waving mic, I would find a way. I would take back all the things that I said to hurt you. And you'd say, if I could tell you right back, 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 if I could turn your waving mic, I would find a way. I would take back all the things that I said to hurt you. Maybe you don't see the plan or the chain of command, but there's still denying it's living. Tell me there is no order or hidden controller behind all the lying and scheming. Joe Rogan wanted to talk to Ashton.
Could drive to feel alive. I saw you there in the sunset. I made a point to light a joint there in the sunset. But when I took out my phone to prove this even happened, I couldn't record it and the aliens are laughing. The UFO turned me into a clown. My friends think I'm crazy. I can't turn around. I think I'm going crazy, crazy. You killed a cow to show you love. Skyfire News is on the internet. To look for it on TV.
What's up, everybody? Can you hear me, Tupa?
Loud and clear. You're coming
Hell
in
yeah.
good.
Woo! We got a great show today. We got a bunch of stuff we're covering. We are covering.
Bye.
We're going to be covering this beef going on between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. They both, as we know, Tupa, right? I feel like every name you type in, UFO, you learn so much. So many people, you'd be surprised, have like straight up abducted or I totally believe in it. I want to build with them.
Dude,
Right,
everyone's
we got
got a
that.
story. Everyone's got a story.
Then there was this video that we put up on Skyfire that I personally found interesting. Maybe it's CGI, maybe it's a fake, about this weird alien in Peru in the jungle in 2018. That should be fun.
That's a
Should
good
be
one.
exciting. Then, of course, we got our boy, Matt Laslo, right there in the back. He's got some new fresh statements for us from Burlison and Luna. So we'll keep everyone posted on what's happening up at Capitol Hill. Shouts out Matt Laslo. Like I said, I am officially a member of Ask a Poll, and I recommend everybody do that. He's doing some great work. And then lastly, this is coming out tomorrow. Stephen Greenstreet and Kirkpatrick interview. I think this is going to be pretty interesting tomorrow. Stephen Greenstreet put out a little teaser trailer we'll react to. And yeah, a lot of stuff going on, Tupa. How are you doing, dude?
Good. Doing great. I'm excited for these stories.
Yeah.
Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. I'm still living this reality we're in. I thought that Pusha T buried him a long time ago, but no, we're back. And Kendrick Lamar had to put the nail in the coffin, and now we get to compare and contrast their UFO stories. Fire. But I think tomorrow's going to be a crazy day. I'm really looking forward to the Greenstreet interview, the Greenstreet Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, and we'll dive into that more when we. I mean, we could get into that first if you want. What do you want? What order do you want to do this?
Let's start into it. Yeah, let's go.
All right. So tell us about what you're excited about for this while I pull up the little trailer. What are you expecting?
Well, Greenstreet's kind of a viper, man. Like, he definitely is digging into what he believes is like a UFO kind of cult with a bunch of insiders. He's named them several times. I'll list them over here, right? We have Lou Elizondo, Robert Bigelow, James Lukatsky.
I'm going to send Mike the invite because Mike was actually featured in Greenstreet's last video.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
But yeah, then we got like Greenstreet's like, look, he's digging into it. It has long been rumored that the UFO disclosure process that's happening now is somewhat artificial, and it's spearheaded by a group of insiders who have some very, what we call in the UFO community, woo aspects to them, meaning spiritual or metaphysical, not necessarily physical science and physically scientific, something different, something in between, which leaves it, as you all know, if you're into any kind of topic, scientific or not, like, the more woo you insert into something, the more people can kind of make things up. And Greenstreet is without a doubt thinking that a lot of the stuff that we're dealing with today in modern UFO disclosure in the news and social media is made up. He's not buying it. He was at one point, and then he heard and found out and experienced for himself what I would call fuckery. You know what? I should probably stop cursing in the first 5 minutes of the show. So actually, we've been live for 23 minutes, Red. The CIA returns you a little late today. But yeah, that's why I'm excited. The UFO disclosure people, that group, has really brought Kirkpatrick under attack. He's been under fire. And that's a whole thing. And so I think we look at like UFO secrecy and stuff, and I'm sure it sucks, and I know it does, you know what I mean? And as we all know, because we want answers, and that's for sure. But when everyone attacks one person, I always find it super strange. You know what I mean? And but that's what happened. What I'm going to look for now is, remember what Jeremy Corbell said about Kirkpatrick?
Oh, should we play your rap?
I wish it was my rap, but I just put their words in it. Crazy though, but yeah, we are going to play it. I think that has to happen.
And real quick, while you look for that, I'll just make this point. What you were saying about Greenstreet, and just for the audience, right? He was super believer. He was very much like a Lou Reviews type, where he was really close with a lot of them. I think he had Mellon's personal number, Elizondo's personal number. They would consult him about that season 1 of the Basement Office. Very much a media asset, and I'm not even saying that as like a good or bad thing. Real quick, let me just finish this thought. I think he started very much like a believer, right? And I think in many ways, and now this is where people are like, it was all an op all along. I think Kirkpatrick was very much similar, right? Where like at first he was like excited to get into this and like kind of had that sense of awe and wonder. And then we saw what happened to Kirkpatrick's like mentality is like the same thing that happens to Greenstreet, Lou Reviews, Jeremy McGowan. It's like for some people, when they get close to this, they see some of the stuff is a little flimsy. And then that's also coupled with a bunch of crazy harassment stuff, which Greenstreet highlights in the teaser trailer. But yeah, first let's watch. This is what Corbell said about him.
Look, man, from zero to Jeremy, what's my freedom to speak here, George?
Go for it.
Yeah, be myself, you always say, right? Cool.
It's your birthday.
Thank you. Total fucking horse shit. And Kirkpatrick is a piece of dog shit. Total fucking horse shit. He's a suit. He's a liar. He's a piece of dog shit. Total fucking horse shit. He's a suit. He's a liar. He's a piece of dog shit. So let's get into the lies that he's a liar.
He stuck a shiv right in the ribs of his own organization.
You omit information, that's still a lie. So check this out. There's an information war. This is disinformation. This is a disinformation tour. Total fucking horse shit. He's a suit. He's a liar. He's a piece of dog shit. I don't know if I was forceful enough, George, but that's how I feel.
That's pretty good.
Corbell's definitely heard that, and he definitely loves it. 100%.
Yeah, it's the most culture they got in their whole
clip. Oh, wow. Well, we got some breaking news.
What do we got?
Andrew in the live chat came in first at trivia tonight, his team. So shouts out, congrats to Andrew in the live chat.
There we go. That's what we like to see. W's. We love it.
Any other, before we get to this trailer that he put out for this thing coming out tomorrow, any other thoughts you want to say about friend of the show, Stephen Greenstreet, or friend of the show, Sean Kirkpatrick?
Yeah, if Kirkpatrick drops some heaters tomorrow and Greenstreet does too, I might turn that into a rap song and we might get a clap back to Zero to Jeremy. We'll see.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, TJ Felony says, hi, friends. Hi, TJ. We're glad you're here, bro. Okay. More Elmo cowbell. All right. Here's the trailer he put out. And I think, as I said, it covers the harassment a lot. And I think that's kind of an indicator, right? I mean, that's literally what trailers are, right? Like, They let you a little teaser of what's to come. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like this is going to be a big feature of this article. I mean, of this thing.
Data set.
Okay, here we go. So this is the trailer Stephen Greenstreet put out for his interview with Sean Kirkpatrick that releases tomorrow.
He's a great editor, by the way.
He's phenomenal. I don't think anyone could even dispute that, right? Phenomenal.
Whenever I lay out, hey, the data says that's not an alien, that it's not a cover-up, they get violent. They get offensive. They start sending hate emails and letters and threatening my family, threatening me. And I find that beyond reprehensible. When you start coming after my daughter and my wife because what? I'm telling you that you're wrong, that it's not an alien, that it's not a cover-up, that it's actually something completely different.
Are you still getting threats and harassment since you left?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Every time I say something, I'll bet you after your report comes out, I'll get something. People make that leap of, hey, I don't understand what I'm seeing, therefore it must be an alien. There's a whole range of other possibilities between I don't understand what I'm seeing and it's an alien.
So what do you think of that, Tupa? And Mike, I know you're here. I can't hear you, Tupa. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You cannot hear me. Is what you're saying.
I hear you now. Mike, do you know what video it was where you were featured in? I think that'd be really funny to react to right now. His last, it was just his last one, right? His last edited video you were featured in.
Yeah, he had my tweets in it, I think.
So what do you
Pretty
think about this, Mike? What do you expect from this interview coming out tomorrow?
Bullshit. Sorry. BS. Nonsense. Not the not the real deal. Like just like more of the Arrow report, I guess.
Yeah, see, and this is where I think me and Tuber might be more on the same page of like I mean, I think even Mike would probably agree. Would you imagine that Kirkpatrick has been like hella harassed by some of the more fanatical members of the UFO community?
I don't know if harassed is the right word. I would just say like obviously he's caught flack from people, but he did have someone who showed up at his house. I think that's pretty wild. But in general, I think he got a lot of flack, I think professionally too, from people for maybe not being honest.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's like there's a whole there's like a whole new recent thing with Grush, right? Yeah, there's a new FOIA dump of like people basically saying they didn't want to go to him because they felt like he was gaslighting them and whatnot. And yeah, I did find the video. Let me just find where Mike's part is. But if you want to riff for a second, Tupa, because it was funny that UAP Mike here was featured in the last Stephen Greenstreet video. Right? Oh, here we go. I found it. Okay.
Small world. The UFO community is not that big. But a lot of us in the community are kind of like, we do have these tertiary relationships with some like really big figures in the community. They're pretty close. Like Mike, you had Corbell in your spaces. We, every once in a while, Gary. Oh my God,
I didn't do that on purpose. I swear that was just the shot right before
Greenstreet's going in.
Yeah, he's about to roast UAP Mike right here. All right, ready?
Yes, let it roll.
The UFO religion has infiltrated the United States government, has infiltrated the United States Congress. Why aren't more people talking about this? Kirkpatrick's op-ed and podcast sent shockwaves through the UFO community. Many UFO activists are accusing Kirkpatrick as being part of a conspiracy to cover.
Oh, Mike, walk us through it. What did it feel like when you saw this, or how did you find out that you were in a Stephen Greenstreet video?
Reaction was, I don't remember saying those words like in a tweet and just tweeting it out and saying, yeah, that. I think I would have made a more nuanced point. So immediately off the bat, I'm like, hey, did this guy just edit my tweet and then put that out there? Because then I noticed there's no timestamp on any of this. That's what you always look for. But there's no timestamp. So I had to like go back and find it, and that wasn't the complete tweet.
Was it? But it was at least like he just cut off the end of it, or did he like change out
I
words?
forget what it was. You know, I mean, obviously the
I think yours wasn't, but I think there was somebody who he did kind of
yeah,
change
there were
words
other
around.
people he did that to that were upset.
Yeah, let's see. Look at who else he rose. Tupa, are you there? You're gonna love this one.
In the mix.
In the mix.
To my March 2023 New York Post article. This, of course, started a whole explosion of online
Oh,
conspiracy.
Klaus, end of the show.
Uh-oh.
UFO
Klaus.
activists were
You have to go
suddenly claiming
believer.
that this
That was those were one of the people hounding Lou Reviews to ask Greenstreet that question. If you go look at the live chat.
link to my story proved that I was in cahoots with
did? I
Sean
don't know who that is.
Kirkpatrick, and that Kirkpatrick and Stephen
Oh, Brian
Greenstreet
Johnson got stray bullets too, dude. But I mean, I guess this does speak to this point. Where are you at this on right now, Tupa? Do you think Kirkpatrick is actively like working for the Secret Keepers? Do you think he's a useful idiot? Do you think he wasn't given access to the thing, so he's being honest in his assessments? Where are you with Kirkpatrick and Arrow?
I believe Kirkpatrick more than I do, and Arrow. I think the report is sound. I don't think that the stuff that they wanted to find would be that easily found anyway. I just don't. So I think they did what they could, but there's only so much they can do. Just because you have the title of, you're the UFO hunter, you're assigned to go in it. That's not going to really beat any doors down. No one gives a no one's going to give a shit. No one's going to care. I don't know about the validity of the Wilson Davis documents. I don't. But I do think that what is purported in it sounds something like what reality is, which is there's an admiral who couldn't even get into the program. These things are so much deeper. Like, they were probably put in place, the systems and the protection. It's crazy. If it's really alien tech, it's crazy. There's no way a title like that's going to let you in if an admiral couldn't, if no one else can get in, if it's been the secret for so long. They're not giving Kirkpatrick the keys to the castle, dude. No way.
Yeah, and just so people don't say we're biased, Mike. Oh, Mike's gone. He's trying to fix his camera or something. I know Mike knows exactly what clip this is. You know what clip this is, right, Tupa? This is the one people always love posting about Greenstreet.
Oh, I want to play it. I do not know what this one is. I was
Interesting thing.
caught off guard.
And I want to ask you while I'm thinking about this, because I think on your resume, this is a very, very cool thing that you did, but you worked for the State Department.
Yeah.
And I love that. I was watching some of your videos last night. Just amazing. But I mean, you were in charge of creating video content and then watching
propaganda.
Okay.
I was making soft American propaganda and collecting taxpayers' money to do it. No, but I was hired as a contractor for the U.S. State Department. I had a secret clearance. You can believe that. There's no way the U.S. government should have given me secret clearance. I'm the last person. I just have no idea how it happened. Still befuddles me. But anyway, yeah, I was a contractor for the U.S. State Department, and I worked for a now defunct website called America.gov. It was the official website of America. And we were telling America's story to a international youth demographic. And basically what that meant was reach out to Muslims, make content that Muslims like, and convince them that America shouldn't be blown up. Or reach out to China, break through the Chinese firewall, and show the Chinese citizens that America is rad. That was essentially my role, was to make videos like that. And I did that, and I created some cool stuff. I met some cool people, got to travel first class.
So this is the clip people always post. Are like, he's well, I mean, Mike calls him, and he said, what's the term? Social media
mercenary. That's what he called himself. It's on his profile. Yeah.
So do you think? Okay, how about this, Mike? Do you think that he's actually on the payroll of the government, Stephen Greenstreet?
So I mean, to say he's taking money, I don't know, but to say he doesn't have a promise somewhere down the road of is he scratching someone's back to get his back scratched somewhere else? Maybe.
You see, and this is where I think, I don't know. And also, Tupa, can you adjust Mike's volume level? It's not letting me adjust it.
Check.
Mike, I can hear Mike.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll see. I'll enhance.
I don't know. I'm more of the camp. I mean, maybe, but I lean more so that, and this is why I'm so about that harassment stuff, right? I feel like when people ask certain questions, if they aren't hit with this really crazy, weird force, they don't go as hard. I mean, Paranormal Chris told us that the other day in a space. Remember, he was like, I used to be more open to stuff, but then once like all these weird, crazy people started like harassing me and saying these horrible things about me that I did, it made me want to lean more into be the debunker, almost as like a FU to the entire community, almost on some like teenager emo, like you're not my real dad type energy. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think that plays more into Stephen Greenstreet's current outlook on the topic than him being actively paid by like Lockheed Martin.
He is getting paid by the New York Post.
Well, that makes sense. He is. He's a journalist, but he's a propagandist. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that's the kind of.
And that is weird to have a clip of him saying that, right?
Well, I mean, look at the work that he makes. It's persuasive, right? The pieces that he edits and puts all of his time and energy to are meant to persuade you, are meant to convince you of something, that your whole world is a lie, right? Like if you're a ufologist, that's what he's trying to do. It's almost like Scientology or more Mormon. I used to be a Mormon. I used to be in a cult. I used to be in this thing. Like it's propaganda to snap people out of it, I think. So there's no way you could look at his body of work when it comes down to this topic, the last like year and a half, and think that it wasn't, you couldn't call it propaganda. Is it lies? I don't think so. Is it biased to all hell? Yes, it is.
All right. Any other final thoughts on this before we move on to the next thing? Any predictions? Who's the most psychic? I still like Greenstreet, even though he blocks Skyfire News, which actually, funny enough, you know what? Mike, you're the reason he blocked Skyfire News, right?
What?
It was that last video that we showed where Mike was like his full tweet wasn't cut off, and we had posted something. It was one of those when we were doing the like square, like so and so talking to so and so. So we like clipped the most salacious part of their statement, obviously, right? Because there's not so much room. And he got all mad at Keem, and then Keem was like, "Didn't you just do this in your last video?" And it was like a screenshot of Mike's tweet being cut off. And then he blocked us. So I knew Mike would love that. But yeah, that's actually that.
Operation Unblock. Dude, I looked at my block list. I have 100 people blocked. I think 50 of them are actually alts of other people. So I want to do an unblocking. This is crazy.
Oh, you're going to do an unblocking now?
I have to. I think I'm going to. I got to purge that list. But you know what I was reminded of just while we're talking about this is yesterday's Lou Reviews show, where he went over the I was blackmailed or psyoped or whatever by Lou Elizondo. That was crazy.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I don't know. I mean, if we could pull a clip up, I think that was wild. Mike, did you catch it?
I did not, no.
He went over a lot, and he revealed a lot about okay, get this. Listen to this T. All right. I don't know if we have the clip prepared. I know I didn't do it, but the statement, it goes this way. Here's the story. All right, Mike, check this out. So we know that Lou Jimenez did something because he got a text from Lou Elizondo, right? Where basically he accused Greenstreet here, among other people, of being felons, perhaps. Maybe that was a comma mistake, who knows? But at the very least, Jimenez, Luciar, invited Greenstreet on his show and then asked him about it, and basically on air asked him if he was a felon, if he had committed any felonies for abusing women. And he did that, and it seemed to catch Greenstreet totally off guard. It was totally inappropriate. But Greenstreet was able to clap back and was like, "Did you get this in an email from Elizondo?" And he goes, "No." Jimenez goes, No, not an email, no," which he's lying. He got it in a text, but he's playing semantics. So Jimenez actually walks the audience through this whole thing. And he's like, he's like providing commentary of the entire thing. Then he reveals that before he asked Greenstreet the question, he showed and told Matthew Riot what he was about to do. And Matthew Riot leaked it to Greenstreet so that Greenstreet had the foreknowledge of like what was about to happen. So like behind Lou's back, Matthew Riot snitched him out to Greenstreet. So without Jimenez knowing, Greenstreet had the ammo, already knew what Jimenez was about to do.
So that whole event was staged.
Without
it was at the
knowing
very
it.
least, it seemed like it was orchestrated by Matthew Riot. And, you know, he was, I don't know, dude, the whole, like, the way he explains it here too is crazy. Let it ride. This is wild.
Hold on a second, guys. Sorry.
Chris, sorry, I'm right there. My bad.
Anyway, we were the thing that I did. So this is the kind of stuff that I was getting from accounts like Think Tank and all sorts of people, right? You know, Greens, you know, telling me how racist and homophobic and how he said things like he wants to beat women. Where is it, dude? I thought.
The influence machine.
I don't want to click that link. I don't know what that is. This question comes from a place of trying. We'll just listen. Watch what happens. You have a felon out a few years ago. And, well, let me also just say real quick that people, you know, again, this question comes from a place of trying to please both sides of my audience and trying to ask tougher questions on the show. But I'm not a journalist. I've never taken a class for this kind of stuff. And this was honestly the worst way that I prefaced the question possible. I tried my best, but there's no delicate way to ask these questions that these trolls were constantly hounding me about. And meanwhile, like, also keep in mind, some of these trolls were like Patreon members and fucking YouTube subscribers. And like, they were fans of the show or pretending to be fans of the show. About real quick with you. So there was this post that you put out a few years ago about if you were being hit by a woman voraciously that you would punch her back. Have you ever been arrested for beating a woman, or do you have a felon for any of these crazy kinds of crimes?
I'm sorry. Wait. So what's the question again? Like, I don't have context for what you're asking me.
So people have been posting. Yes, yeah, that's what people have been asking. They want to know if you're a felon or if you beat women.
Am I a felon and do I beat women?
Yeah.
My God.
There is absolutely no way, Lou, I'm going to dignify that question.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, look, I just
before you continue.
Yeah. And look, I pissed off Steven here. And I also have to say, fuck, I totally forgot.
Is this what you're thinking about too?
So after that, after the right before we get to this part right here, this interview, okay, that's when I started having that debate with Rather and thinking in that way. That's when I reached out to Matthew Riot, who's in our chat. Okay, because Matthew Riot was the only person that I could trust and go to at the time to help me look up if what was in those text messages calling Greenstreet and Greenwald felons was true. I asked him if he could help me look that up without asking Greenwald and Greenstreet. I in my heart of hearts, I didn't think the rumor was true, but I wanted to get an independent source to see if they can verify this claim or not. And that was the only person that I trusted. And I didn't even send it.
All right. So yeah, Tube, is that what you wanted to just kind of get to? Just the fact that Matthew Riot. It's interesting, right, to learn like what was happening behind the scenes during all these like pivotal moments in recent UFO history.
It really backs up what Mike has been saying too about Matthew Riot. We got to have Matthew on the show. He doesn't
I want
mind
Matthew Riot on the show for sure.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
What would you want to ask Matthew Riot, UAP Mike?
Well, so I know Matt Riot definitely knew about these like takedown groups. So I guess my question to him would be, you know, how involved were a number of people? How much does he know about this other server that's not his server or whatever he claims? I know I've seen the DMs about the people he called the Troll Kingdom. That's their nickname. That's what he called them. And I don't know who that is, but I think I have the suspicion. So I think all of these people kind of run in similar circles. They're like a haha takedown group, and if they're not directly participating in some of these, they are helping facilitate it.
You know, I had this profound thought today. At least I thought it was profound. It seems like everyone's kind of radicalizing each other. Would you agree with that statement? To a degree?
I think we all contribute to that, but I think the real source of that is manufactured outrage.
That is a good point, because there is like, I mean, this is one thing where like we disagree on the fundamentals, Mike, but we both agree there's some weird, funky money stuff happening that's like, let's infecting this topic or whatever. But yeah, I guess that's kind of it for that one. And tomorrow, this is happening. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to pick it apart with you tomorrow, Tupa. I think. You think he's gonna call out?
Why are you guys gonna be like slapping Kirkpatrick on the butt and like, good game, buddy? Or are we gonna really rip this guy apart? Because you know what he's gonna say.
I like Kirkpatrick.
Greenstreet
Also, I
is
like
only
this
out
lighting
there
angle,
to confirm his bias. He has an agenda.
Yeah, I like Kirkpatrick too.
I like him. I don't know what his agenda is. I just don't think that he had the purview needed to really get access to any of these real programs. And they're so hidden and buried. There's just no way that, you know what I mean, he would have found them. And so, like, you know, and I think the questions might have been kind of heavy-handed. I mean, they were coming at him pretty hard and then ridiculing him in kind of a weird way. And then you can tell by those text messages with Chris Mellon, at the very least, there was tension. Everyone kind of walks away from that and thinks what they want about it, but like there was tension, right? Was it Mellon? Was it Kirkpatrick? I don't know, but it wasn't, you know, it was combative as shit. And it was like,
it was weird.
Yeah, it was like masked professionally, but still all these weird intimidation tactics. Like, you know, these professional fucking bully emails and shit, they exist. So with Kirkpatrick, I think like we're barking up the wrong tree. And I think it serves the disclosure effort to have a patsy, a scapegoat, to like, you know, to say that's the guy, that's the reason why we don't have the answers, right? It's not because Jeremy Corbell is holding on to videos for like 3-4 years before he has to show anybody.
Have patience on me. Don't give up on me. I'm on cosmic time.
I like setting that up. I'll spend 3 minutes setting up that clip if we have to. But
oh, that's funny. That is really funny. Okay, well, that's it for that. Let's get into this next story.
I love it.
Alien in Peru. Now, this footage, I don't know if Mike's seen it, and I'm actually really glad Mike's here because what I think it reminds me of, he will know. But what do y'all think of this? And what does the chat think of this? And also, shouts out to the chat. We didn't shout out the chat today, did we?
I was throwing them up. You know what I mean?
Shout out chat.
Shout out chat, guys. All right, let's see.
Incredible new footage has surfaced that may prove extraterrestrial life exists. The fuzzy video, reportedly filmed in a remote Peruvian jungle in 2018, shows a slender, 6-foot tall humanoid with pale skin, eerily walking between trees. The creature's oversized head, long neck, and spindly limbs resemble descriptions of the alien greys found in supposed eyewitness accounts. The man who filmed the being did so discreetly while hiding behind foliage, too frightened to approach it. The video's poor quality adds an air of mystery, making it impossible to conclusively identify the strange entity. Yet its clearly inhuman characteristics provoke fascination. Is this finally evidence we are not alone in the universe, or an elaborate hoax? Share your opinion in the comment.
What do you think of this one, guys?
I love it. I think it's super creepy. It's so grainy and weird, you know, the night vision aspect, that it's almost impossible to tell what it is. Is it CG? Is it not? This is my cup
back
of tea.
with that volume while we talk about it.
I love it. I love it. Like, yeah, I think this is cool. Do I believe it 100%? No. But it is cool.
The voiceover doesn't help, right? But something about the way it moves and is seen, I feel like people report that kind of thing. It's almost like it's like on some metamaterial and like at certain angles, like half of it you can't see. You know what I mean? Like some like this. Thoughts, Mike?
So some things that I've heard about these grays, and the thing is like the height, 6 feet, is not a typical height you hear, but you hear they have weird gaits, right? When they walk, most of their style of walking is kind of strange. This seems to have a strange walk, but not in the way that I've heard described. So not to say that's not making it a real gray or whatever, but interesting. I think, when we do see real footage of a gray or something walking, when it does happen, I think we'll know specifically, we'll see a weird kind of way they walk. And I don't know if that's it or not.
So, okay, Mike, can you guess what I'm going to say this reminds me of?
The footage from Signs?
No, it reminds me of this thing. Let me see. Okay. Boom.
Oh, I was going to say the Bledsoe picture. That was
Doesn't it kind of remind you of that? Like, because they swear that this is like a NHI, right? Like, and I guess maybe, Mike, if you want to, you can, or Tupa, but if anyone wants to set up this photo for people, I can. Basically, Ryan Bledsoe took this photo, like 2-3 years ago, posted it online and said like this was a full entity.
I don't know that Ryan.
I don't think Ryan took it. I think
Chris
Chase
Senior took it.
Okay.
Is Chase
Chris
Koloski in
Senior
this?
was on a walk, and you can't. This picture is cropped because the real picture shows a woman next to him, and actually some weird. Oh man, you're missing a really cool thing. You got to open up because there's a weird thing going on with her hand.
Oh,
Can you get the bigger picture?
I'll try and find it, but
This is a weird photo. I don't care what anyone says, and if you've zoomed in on the face, like people have played with the filter on the face, like it looks alien. Looks like an angel. Looks like a, I don't know, man. You see it? You see that eye right there? Look at that.
Yeah, right. Because at first, I felt like your first instinct to look at this is be like, "That's a dude in a t-shirt," right? But then they're all adamant that it's not. Let's look at these feet too. This is what that footage reminded me of. I don't know. Like those feet are kind of weird, right?
Yeah, I think that's again when you talk to people like there's no real photos out there. I mean, this is a strange photo. I'm not saying it's an alien, but it's a weird photo. Could be a convincing case of something anomalous. Is it some sort of weird shadow creature? I don't know.
What do you think of this picture, Tupa? Or if you're busy, no worries.
No, I'm looking for this thing I did with it. I actually did a bunch of editing to it.
Oh, you were one of those people that was like photo analyzing it.
Yeah, I
Dude,
did.
it's so wild with when someone plays with some of the.
So, Mike, I feel like you remember this more. What was the general spiel that Chris gave about this event?
So Chris was on a walk in the woods with this woman, and I swear you really should go find this photo with the woman. And it was just him and her. That's it. He had the camera, and no, he didn't see. There was no one else there. It was just those two. And he turned around and was taking pictures. And I don't know if they were meditating. I don't know what was happening. But this woman I think he was with was also an abductee. I don't know her name. But he took the pictures and blah, blah, blah. And they went through and developed them. And later he saw this entity, I think, in the photos with them there. Oh, yeah, look.
So here's Ryan. This is 2020. He posted this. He says, "Dad was walking through our property with our friend Lori Wagner, snapping photos in the woods. This dark form is an entity that appeared in the photo after uploading it to her computer. No dust, no Photoshop, no pareidolia." All right. So then he has two images here. We'll just open both of these, but let's see. So this is the one we just saw, and now let's look at this one, enhanced. So this is the one you're talking about first, right? This little light thing.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
The light thing I can explain away with a cell phone in her hand.
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
Too.
It's not exact, but the different colors, like if she had the screen and then twisted it and there was she had a flashlight on her phone or something like that, then that would explain all of that.
But it is they say that neither of them remember seeing this, right? Let's see.
And that's weird too, because that looks just like Chris Bledsoe Jr. That looks just like a person. when you zoom in on it, it's not like that though. It's weirder. The proportions are off. You know what I mean? It's like someone jumped in.
I don't know. I don't know a single person shaped like that.
Yeah, right.
You?
No.
I don't know a
Kill's
single
dad.
person shaped like that. They're shaped like a freaking alien elf thing.
The
I don't
head's,
know. I think
the head's
all right, I'm
way
gonna go out on a
smaller.
limb. That
Go ahead.
shit's an alien, bro.
I love
You're
it.
showing footage of an alien right now, in my opinion.
Well, and
On
now
some
to bring it all back.
And like Bledsoe haters can go, you know, whatever, kick rocks. All of the haters can kick rocks. I think that is a real non-human entity photo right there.
How about this though? Does it remind you of this, or am I reaching? Isn't it kind
No,
of a
it's
similar
a
vibe?
reach.
You don't think there was a
Cool.
similar energy right here?
Just because it's in a wooded area.
Is that what it is? Am I just harping in on that they're both in the woods? Do I need to go camping?
You're just like a foliage.
Yes.
I just need to get out of the basement. Okay. That's what's up.
I mean, 6 foot. That's a rare height for an alien like that.
I've heard of them up there. I've heard. I've heard someone talking about them like being 6'5" to 7 feet tall. Some of the and I was listening about ones that they're talking about have souls too. Some of the taller ones have souls. That's the word.
You know what that looks like though? It looks like the mummies.
Oh, it kind of does, huh? Megan, what are your thoughts? Does this look like a big mummy?
No, Megan.
It kind of does look like a big mummy, bro. Not
It
gonna
does,
lie.
yeah. A mummy
No, it
with
doesn't.
a sweater on.
It does.
That thing's buff as hell. That thing is like it's doing chest like workouts all day.
The crazy thing is, it looks like a kid's head. It's not in the area where it needs to be for the shoulders. It's in a whole different zone, right? There's something else going on, dude. It's like a time warped, cursed image.
I wish you could get that picture of the face.
I know,
Face is-
but you can't find it.
No.
Let me see. It might be on like maybe one of the comments.
Tom DeLonge tweeted out a picture of it once too. Did you know him? He
Here's
believes all that
one with
stuff.
the raised with lighting increased.
Yeah, great.
Is this what we want? Cool. This is the most I could zoom in. But yeah, you could, that looks like a straight up gray, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen like real up close photos of this. And
That looks like
thing-
straight up like
face.
ET.
Its eyes are huge. I don't give a. It is not Ryan Bledsoe.
Let me just. I'm gonna have to like take a screenshot of this or something.
I get goosebumps just thinking about this thing.
Okay, look at what I did. Okay, look at this. Oh, maybe it's not gonna work.
Send me that image if you can.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost there. Oh my goodness! Yeah.
Look at that.
Alright, look at that.
That's from the same
That's
image apparently.
Wild.
And I'm sending this.
Wild.
to
Even if you
in
think that's
Discord.
just some sort of anomalous picture capture, that's crazy.
And the fact that they didn't see it until after, like, what the hell is actually going on?
Disclosure right here, Skyfire News right now. That's a picture of a real non-human entity.
Like, you could see
Take
the
it to
eyes.
the bank.
No, this is wild. Okay, let me see. I think I need like 1 second to just. Did I download this? Yeah, I need to just download this video. But okay, we're on to any other thoughts on this? This opened some good conversation. This was fun. We got this up next though. Boom. Burlison and Luna. You saw these, Mike?
No, I haven't been up to date on the Matt Laslo stuff.
Okay, let's see. First, let's do Luna.
How are you, man?
And everyone, like we said, Matt Laslo, ask a poll. I'm just going to be all high and mighty since I officially became a member. And also, I contributed to Heather's thing. I contributed to Estimate's thing. I'm part of the community, yo. But I did become an official thing of Ask Poll, and he's killing it. And he's actually one of the people I would recommend everyone go support. So, yeah, here's him talking to Luna about just like what's going on in UFO land.
How are you, man?
Hi, what's going on?
I don't know. You tell me. What with the MTG, the motion to vacate next week?
I don't think it's going to go anywhere, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think
Not
that's like
feeling it.
Well, it's
that's like not UFO related, right? I think.
You're right.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I don't think so.
Any update on UAP hearing?
We're working on doing something with USO, so we're talking to some people.
Cool. How's it going?
So see, that's what I'm talking about. This one was really short. Working on having a hearing about USOs. USOs are having a hell of a moment this year. Shouts out Darcy Weir. Shouts out Tim Gallaudet. They really are just, they're about to have a whole hearing on USOs.
Tim crazy for this one, though.
What do you think about that, Mike? Are you down? USO hearing?
Yeah, I think that's great. I would love to hear what Gallaudet knows. I know he told Luna that, right? He said, I'm totally down to testify. And I think also someone that you should guys check out is Mark D'Antonio, who is another researcher who's big into whatever the UFO topic. And he has a USO story too. And I think his story may become relevant down the road in a testimony situation, very possibly.
Oh, shoot. Look at who's in the live chat. UFO intros. Haven't heard from them in a minute.
What up?
Good.
We got a solid whoa.
What did I not notice? Uh-oh. Did I expose myself by streaming? We're going to have to take this down. Okay. Here's the next one. This was Burlison. I think this is it, right? Okay,
How you feeling?
Good.
What have you? Any follow up on where the like next UAP hearing or anything like that?
Yeah, let's have I think
Yeah.
I was brainstorming that the other day. I think what we ought to do is I think that the information that
Looks
we
like
want
he's
to
guilty in a
receive-
trial,
there's no
this
reason why
photo.
that should not be made public.
Yeah.
So I think that
In
we
this broad
should-
agreement.
we need to call on Arrow to declassify.
As you can see, I just ran this through the thing without doing spell check. But
the same report they
The
gave
computers will get
Congress.
better
Yeah.
soon.
Now, some of the images they're saying is top secret because the technology that collected the images, but the content should be made public.
Yeah.
That and in addition, in reflecting on what was not said, there's still a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So, like one of them was that I think I mentioned this to you is that when Birch had asked about some of the data, they said that they have not received data from the Navy. That's pretty just alarming that it's been over a
yo, listen to Burleson and think about Matt Monroe.
year. And
Yeah.
they've Arrow is not getting all the information that they. I mean, they said that in general all the other agencies are cooperating, but at the end of the day, they're not getting some of it. And so I think that I'd like to. I don't know. I'd like to hear from your community what steps they think would be the best steps to take next.
Do you feel like you were misrepresented?
That was cool. Did you hear that? He said
Skyfire News was awesome.
From your community, right? Like the UFO
Oh.
community, right? That's kind of cool.
Okay. I'm
It's
with
it's
that.
cool, but it's also like, ooh, that's the plan. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
I think there is kind of a weird kind of a push to, because remember at first when TTSA came around, they were like kind of acting like they were too good for the UFO community. I felt like over the years it's been more and more to like now we're having like whistleblowers come out on Twitter Spaces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And congressmen are like, yo, we got to ask the UFO community what to do. So it's like
'Cause we're
exciting
weaponized now.
but it's like, I mean, I'm glad that they want to reach out to the UFO community, but I think that's not coming from a position of power, more from a position of desperation.
I could see that.
You know what I mean?
I
Let's
could see that.
continue.
Community, what steps they think
Yeah.
would be the best steps to take next.
Do you feel like you were misrepresented in what you told us leaving there, or that we misrepresented you in?
What I'm look, I think I've been
Yeah, Tupacabra at Skyfire News misrepresented me. I'm sorry.
consistent. Like
Call back.
My
Whoops.
attitude is I'm gonna be a skeptic until you can show me. I'm a
Yeah.
Missourian. I'm gonna be that way. And I walked out of that room. They didn't. There was nothing, and I didn't anticipate that they
Yeah.
would. But I do think, if anything, I think that there was quite a few sightings that we've seen that have made their way to the public that they were able to dispel to me in such a way that I feel fairly certain that they're probably right. But
And in better ways than they've done publicly.
yeah, and to one of my friends who is in the UAP, he's a UFO, what do you call him, ufologist.
Yeah.
he said, and I tend to agree with him, is that probably the vast majority of the photos and videos, the vast majority are fake.
Yeah.
Or are photos of things that are not necessarily UAP.
Yeah.
And so, that being said, I think
Oh, is that it? Yeah. But what did you think of that, Mike? I think you were gone, but did you hear the part where he's like, he wants to reach out to your community?
Do you feel like you were?
Yeah, I thought that's a good idea.
It's like about time, right? About
Yeah,
time.
I think so, because I think we are the best skeptics. We know the hardest questions to ask. And I think if somebody listens to a number of us in a respectful way and in a sincere way, we can probably get to the chase a little faster.
All right, guys, I got a question for you, and I got a question for the chat. Let's say Eric Burlison wanted to do like a UFO community special envoy to the UAP caucus, 5 people. Who do you guys want in the mix? That aren't necessarily like a military dude, intel dude, just like a straight up UFO researcher nerd.
5 people. Real quick, though, while you guys think about that, we do have a new development.
Uh-oh, what happened?
We reached out to Klaus for a response to him being labeled in the Greenstreet documentary and also perhaps having a hand in some of this influence stuff. Here's what he sent us back.
Shit! I didn't rig shit! I didn't fucking do it!
All right, so I think that was wild.
That was good, Tupa.
That's his statement. So he's cleared of any wrongdoing. But good Lord, 5 people in the caucus? I mean, bro. They're all of my top 5 are gone. They're goners, dude. Oh, here we go.
Oh, Panda, Tupa, Megan, Nolan, wildcard member. Oh, Panda, Tupa, Megan, and Nolan.
Nolan! Dude.
Megan, are you blocked by Gary Nolan? I'm really proud of the little, I mean, it's not even that something to be super proud of, but the little Laslo right here in the back of this title card. I think it's pretty funny.
It is cool. He's just back there. I wish he had like his iPhone out too, like recording and shit. Where can we go?
Ashton.
Whoa.
That's a dream team, low key.
Yes.
You could accomplish a lot with that team.
A lot of martinis.
Ew.
A lot of lawsuits.
Damn.
I just recently learned I didn't realize martinis are like giant shots. I thought they were more like margaritas, like a mixed drink.
Well, there is a mix. It's like olive juice.
Oh, okay.
You know, that
So if we drink
determines its
martinis with
sturdiness.
Ashton, I was thinking like pounding them back, but I could probably only do a few, dude. If they're like,
Yeah, well, I'd be sipping on mine for sure. They're good though. It's like a nice little. It's a change up.
yeah.
Friday night. That's what I'm hoping to do for cocktail hour with Ash, and that'll be really nice. Red, what's our next story?
All right, and our last story, we've been running through it. Oh, actually, no, wait. I see you put some more stuff in there. Do you want to cover that?
What did I put in there?
It looks like the Trump thing and that.
Oh,
Or should we just-
I played those beforehand to fill the time.
Oh, cool. All right, then.
Well, if-
Our last story. Boom.
Dang.
Let's put on the hip hop music background. Where's it at? Galactic Flow, I believe, right?
There it
Oh,
is.
and we got Mike. I don't know if our audience knows. For those of you that don't know, UAP Mike used to actually be a rapper. He used to go by White Mike in the Pittsburgh area. Would you ever battle rap or anything like that, Mike?
No.
No? Okay. King Wakata, another friend of the show, he's been on. He's a battle rapper, but I guess just straight up, first off, from a rap point of view, and Mike might be the most qualified here. Actually, Tupa is also really qualified. If you guys don't know, Tupa's done a bunch of really great music videos for a bunch of different rappers around Portland. So just before we get into this UFO thing, as obviously we're going to cover, both of these guys have UFO stories. Who won the rap battle beef?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Kendrick.
By a mile.
Not even close?
Not even close. Not even close. When the style is superior, you know what I mean? Whenever a rap style comes out, or they're in when two rap styles are pitted against one another, one of them will always dominate, just like in martial arts or something, right? But in this one, like all of it did, because Kendrick is a lyricist, whereas Drake is just kind of like an entertainer. He has like ghostwriters and shit. He's a pop star, right? And then so Kendrick just hit him on every angle you could, from the culture to the lyrics or the lyricism, all that shit, and even the beat. Like he figured it out. He went to war. He's a smart guy. You can tell now that he's not just a good rapper. He's actually like super smart, which if you ever listen to Kendrick, you'd know that right away. You know it right away. And the same thing can be said with Pusha T to a degree, who went against Drake, years ago and has been battling him forever. But yeah, I think it was definitely Kendrick. Crazy thing is that like not a lot of people have come out in defense of Drake. Like
Aubrey, is that what we call him now?
Yeah,
because
we
of
just
this
call him by his legal name. But we don't know. Like, no one's come out and been like, "Yo, dude," like it's all like no one's backed him up. Everyone, dude, like
our entire chat is pro Kendrick.
Well, for sure, he won by a mile.
But you're talking about the allegations made in the rap.
The allegations made in the rap, those are crazy. But I think both of them had said some stuff that's kind of not true anyway. So it's just really about like persuading the public opinion, and which Kendrick did to a really crazy degree by celebrating both.
Also, Metro Boomin had a pretty funny song,
right?
About that BBL.
Yeah, BBL Drizzy. So the first ever battle rap record, like a battle beat got put out. And this is the crazy thing. You guys know we've been incorporating AI music into the show since almost like day one, since we had it. Like I love it. And it's become like a whole thing. Well, like Metro Boomin took a AI made song. Someone did the same thing I did, like same shit. Just ran a thing, created a song called BBL Drizzy in a Motown style, and then Metro Boomin took that, sampled that, and then turned a beat out of it. So it's crazy. The most popular beat right now is essentially in part like AI made. So I remember like having to go through samples to make beats, bro. And you're just listening to old vinyl. You're just looking for anything that might sound cool, sound original, be sick. And now that you can just type in a prompt and then just roll the dice, it's almost as good as looking through a record box, man. It's crazy.
Today, actually, Jiba, in the pre-show when you were working on some songs, today was officially the day where it's like, it's over, dude. And it's just phase one for AI music. Like, it's not even like this is good. It's like this sounds like a Temptation song at their peak and good.
Yep.
And it's written and it's catchy and it's got guitar riffs. AI
Game over.
Is scary. So I guess everyone's in agreement with Kendrick winning. So I guess since he won, should we do his little thing first? Because as we've said, and Mike, you were talking about this in the space earlier, dude, so many musicians, and I guess just so many people in general who you would never expect, makes sense, have some kind of weird UFO experience or some more elaborate belief on UFOs or research that they've done than you would expect, right? It's like really, I feel like seeping through almost at like the 100th monkey point where it's just like going to be a given, but I'm constantly surprised and then like not surprised at who has a crazy ass UFO experience. Yeah.
Everyone's got a story. That's how strange this is. So I like Gary Nolan. He like equates everyone kind of on an equal playing field there. All right, we're gonna listen to this story. Kendrick Lamar abducted by a UFO. I couldn't believe this when I saw it, dude.
Yeah, this is wild. Let's just listen to it. So this was on the Howard Stern show.
We did not edit this, by the way. This is pulled directly from the internet.
Tupa edited this video. He made all of the images in Midjourney himself.
I drew them.
These is Tupa's vision that we're about to watch of Kendrick's.
You saw an alien or something, or a spaceship or something?
I always say this, and I'm going to stand my ground to this.
Go ahead.
Yes.
You did?
I did.
You know, why don't they just make themselves known to it? What did you see? Share with me, please.
Man, I've seen.
I want to believe.
It's just something I can't really describe because it just sounds like, okay, you seen a dart go past. That shit don't make sense. No.
Were you high?
No, I wasn't. I was 6 years old.
Oh.
You weren't doing anything then?
Right. You know, but I remember this and the words can't describe what it's just a surreal moment, but
You didn't get abducted or anything.
I probably did. That's right. Well, I'm doing music right now. Who knows?
That's probably where all that come from.
They probably gave me the energy and
Hey, I met a shapeshifter. A big deal.
Right.
I don't talk about it.
Right. I probably shouldn't even be talking about it. That's why they don't want nobody to believe me.
Kendrick, you seem like a real solid person. You saw an alien or something?
So yeah, Tuba, what do you think of this, dude?
I love it.
Also,
I
what
love
was
it.
going through your mind when you're prompting these AI images?
I didn't do this. I didn't do this.
Fucking shit.
Mike, also, if you want to DM me that Prodigy one or whoever it was, we could play that up too. But
yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you can just search that on Twitter and pull it up. It was
That one was
it was
crazy.
Prodigy of Mobb Deep when he talks about his UFO.
And here's
Wild.
real quick. Here's what Drake had to say about aliens. I found this to be a little less profound.
So it's like if aliens come and get me, like I'm gonna be like, yo, let's build. Let's build. Like this is just one planet, right?
Yeah.
What do we just think all the other ones are empty?
Yeah.
We're the only ones that get blessed with like
that's true.
Being chilling in Turks and Caicos, dropping sunglasses. Nobody else on any other planet has a sunglasses line.
I hope not one like this.
Nah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly.
With a
That
lot
was
of
the
temperature test
interchangeable
determined
lens.
how long is that clip?
I don't even like looking at that guy. 31 seconds.
Here. I got Lil Pop Tart came through clutch with a little extended version of this too. It might be worth watching. Let's just see.
More Drake? No one wants to see more of this.
No,
guy.
is we done?
But what does he say?
Let's see.
We find a way to wake up and think like the world kind of like revolves around our story. There's no way this can end, or it can't end now because things are going too good or whatever. We definitely think we have more control over life than we do, 100%. And I've just seen it go the other way so many times that I know for a fact, like, I know just because it's going good for me and I'm great, I know it doesn't mean I'm supposed to be here and grow old and be 80 or 90 years. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, like, I know I don't have control over that aspect of the story. But even deeper than that, it's like, man, I believe, like, bro, if Jason Momoa just walked up on the beach, like, right now on some just Aquaman shit, like,
what the fuck?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be a little, like, I might be like, what? But I wouldn't be, I wouldn't run in the crib. I'd be like, that's Aquaman, obviously. Of course, there's a fucking entire world under there that we don't know about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't dip on him.
So you're basically saying like you're not
like, I'm open to the idea.
Right.
If Jason Momoa pops up on us right now
as Aquaman,
I would be like, this interview just got way crazier. Pull up a chair. We need to know what
you just
like
did.
what's popping down, like what's
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like if aliens come and get me, like I'm gonna be like, yo, let's build. Let's build. Like, I'm gonna introduce him to Jordan right away.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You have to before he. If he doesn't know, then
it could get crazy.
It could get shaky. That's quick. Yeah, he has
But
to
yeah,
know.
no,
their
there definitely has to be shit that like we don't understand or right? Like, I don't know, this is just one planet, right?
Yeah.
What do we just think all the other ones are empty?
Yeah.
We're the only ones that get blessed with like
that's true.
Being chilling in Turks and Caicos, dropping sunglasses. Nobody else on
Okay,
any
is that just the repeat of what we already saw? Right?
Yes.
Okay. Watch this get us flagged too.
Oh my God. Fucking Jason Momoa clip. Yes.
So yeah, they both I mean, I think as far as the UFO things go, for sure Kendrick's story, right?
Oh, way
like, he's a
better.
straight up
He won.
experiencer.
Yeah, he won. Like Drake was just going through hypotheticals. You know, there was a weird sighting of like supposedly there wasn't. It was just a UFO thing. But like, Kendrick actually has like a really deep story, which is interesting. Artists tend to have these interesting stories. You know, are they interpreting something differently? Is their imagination getting away? Is it a dream that wasn't? You know, it really felt real. What was it? I don't know, but it's there. It's there.
Boom.
Prodigy. Tell us the story.
Mix. Tell us, dude. So many people. I don't even want to say the name wrong because I don't want to get accused of anything. But isn't there another one you edited recently of another rapper that we put up on Skyfire News? What was his name? Do you remember?
Oh, it was George Clinton in the Parliament Funkadelic. Check this out. It should be in our Skyfire media.
Wait, can we play this song though? Actually, just kidding. The
We
background
can't.
track?
Which one?
Is it?
Riding in Toronto.
Yeah.
So,
No, huh?
Maybe.
Laser.
Remix of
Just
a
pause it
remix.
every now and then.
Hit the ground about a couple of blocks in front of us. I said, what was that? He said, I don't know. So we drove another 3 minutes. The same thing, come right down through the trees and when it hit the ground, it looked like electricity splattering, it's popping.
These aren't just like casual stories, dude. These are like, I was like, this is a straight up like an experiencer, right?
Next one landed in the same block now, on the other side of the street. And I reached for the radio, to turn down and look. And then the third one hit the car.
I resonate with that. Are you guys like that? Do you guys have to turn down the music to see better?
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure, right? Okay.
It beat it up like mercury in a thermometer.
Liquefied and silver, like liquid looking.
And now, this is only like 3 minutes from where we just seen the laser. We get to the house, parked in the driveway, and don't say shit. We sat there for like 3 minutes. And my daughter walks out and said, wow, y'all look like y'all seen a ghost.
There you go, bro.
Check those videos out on our Skyfire News account. Go check out our YouTube channel. If you guys aren't subscribed, definitely get in there, hit subscribe, like the videos. We're growing the channel. Follow us on Twitter or X if you want to get into our spaces or just get caught up daily on our posts. We're getting everything out there for you guys. I want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Mike, for coming through.
Can we real quick? Oh, sorry, last thing I wanted to say. Sorry, dude.
Oh, another 20. We're gonna go through another 20 minutes. Almost made it.
Your face, bro, was just like. No, just real quick. I feel like both Kendrick and Drake, what we covered of them saying today, doesn't take them interacting with interdimensional beings off the table. Like he said, he might have got abducted when he was 6, and he's saying I'd be down to work with aliens. Like, I'm just saying.
Are you saying that this battle rap beef is actually a beef between two alien species who are puppeteering two rap moguls into having a battle on the rap front artistically?
Slide 9 Mile. Didn't work as good as I thought it would. Okay, I'm out.
Okay. Oh, in the chat, let us know how you feel about our new theme song. I'm going to play us out with it. We're just messing around here. All right,
see y'all
so
in
check it
space.
out.
Bye.
Peace out, guys.
This is Skyfire News, the best UFO show on the internet. Skyfire News is on the internet. Skyfire News.